What is going on, guys? Ancient Jarl here, bringing you another in-depth overview, this time on the god Mercury, messenger of the gods. Mercury is most commonly played in the jungle as an assassin, and I will get right into his build and how I like to work with him. I start off with Death's Toll because Death's Toll gives Mercury a little added attack speed in the jungle, and granted you don't get the big heal from Bumbas or the mana regen, but you get the health per hit, you get the 90 health, and you get the physical power, so it starts off making Mercury a lot stronger. And then when going into Death's Toll, I start off with a Rage of the Gods, or a Hog 2. I go Hog 2 here in this situation just because his regen isn't as good, so I need my Hog up to help clear as fast as I can. So I start him off with Death's Toll, and then immediately going into Heartseeker here. The reason being going into Heartseeker is Mercury's passive benefits off of movement speed. So the Heartseeker automatically gives you that 8% movement speed, and then its gives you 25 physical power, and then its passive will give you 50 more. So it starts off giving a Mercury a huge benefit, and early game, if you get that stacked, and like by the time you get Boots 2 or something like that, you are a lethal force. Mercury hits so hard when you have Heartseeker and stuff like that. Anyway, next item going into Warrior Tabby here, giving you 30 physical power and 9% attack speed, that movement speed also in its passive, helping you out with Mercury's passive. The movement speed in the Boots passive helps out with Mercury's passive, and I'll get into that in a second. I chose Rage next because Mercury hits really hard with crits, which is awesome. So Rage next for the added attack speed as well, and the 30% crit chance, and the 20 physical power. Next I chose Titan's Bane here. Maybe not the smartest choice, but I really feel like he needs added penetration. I don't feel like he has enough. So when you're punching through somebody with this much power and Mercury's speed bonuses being benefited off of these two things, this is really powerful. You could also switch this out for Bloodforge first and then that, but I think Bloodforge is really strong with Mercury because of the physical power that it offers, and then not to mention how hard Mercury already hits, and with that hard hittingness, you get that lifesteal, so that's really strong. Next item, I chose Fist of the Gods here because Fist of the Gods, again, stuns, but start off with Hog 2 and stick with Hog 2 for as long as you can because this has a 90-second cooldown and it stuns, so using this in the jungle isn't the smartest thing to do. So until you get probably these three items and maybe even crit stick 1 or 2, so if you get short sword, or maybe even if hidden dagger, then it's okay to build Fist. I mean, getting actives early isn't the worst idea ever, but again, this is a 90-second cooldown, and with this Death's Toll start, he doesn't get that regen back as efficiently, so Rage of the Gods has that 60-second cooldown, so that's always good. Next, into Purification Beads. I didn't realize this, it gives you immune, here, hold on. Using this item removes crowd control effects and makes you immune to new ones for 3 seconds. This also reduces all cooldown by 5 seconds. I did not know this about beads until probably a week or two ago, and I didn't really review it. And that giving you a 5-second added cooldown, if you're almost to your ult and you need to get out of a situation, you pop beads, you can take off. Again, a very extremely super mega ultra strong choice. Again, this is a gods that have a lot of CC, but if you have like a Bastet or you're going up against a Bastet, Sprint wouldn't be a bad choice here because you can out sprint your cats and you get 40% movement speed, which gives a Mercury an insane buff, and not to mention if you max sprint you can chase and punch at the same time, so giving him that insane powerful buff while being able to chase down your enemies is ridiculously strong, guys. So sprint is extremely powerful. Max sprint on Mercury, or greater sprint, is extremely powerful on Mercury, but also greater purification with CC heavy team is not bad. Is not a bad choice. Next here, I chose a ward into some mana pots. Mercury is definitely not mana hungry, so that's something you can be in mind of. In fact, I think I select a lot of health pots when I played him in the past, but I haven't played him too much as of lately, so you guys will get a treat when I play him again. Hopefully I don't screw it up too hard. Again, Mercury is Assassin, high single target damage, which is totally true, and his mobility is absolutely insane. Easy difficult, I don't know if I would say that necessarily. He has, with his Sonic Boom and his ultimate, that is actually kind of a hard ability to land, kind of like Raw Snipe it, like has a charge time now, instead of the old ult, which was OP. So, anyway, he gains 75 health per level, guys, 40 mana, 0.024 attacks per second or attack speed increase. So that's a pretty decent amount, especially for an assassin, which is really strong, along with his 2, which I'll get into later. Damage, as you can see here, 100% physical scaling, and then 1.25 or 1.75, 1.25 is his basic attack chain. Next, he has 30 magical protections with a 0.9 per level, and he has 12 physical with 2.9 per level, which is actually pretty strong. That's actually pretty dang strong. His regen for his HP is pretty strong. Actually, it's really good, to be honest. 0.7 per level with starting off with a 10. That's pretty dang strong to me, but his abilities early don't cost a lot of mana, so this is why MP5 is, I'm surprised to see it as low as it is. So, anyway, guys, we'll go right into Mercury's passive. For every foot traveled, Mercury gains 0.1 physical power bonus to his next basic attack, max of 50% increased damage to his next basic attack. So, moving, just like literally walking on the ground, has this passive going at all times. Mercury also gains additional physical power equal to 25% of the movement speed from his items. And this is exactly why Boots and Heartseeker are almost a must on him, because that extra physical power, and not to mention the extreme amount of physical power you're already getting out of Heartseeker, is ridiculous. So that added movement speed on both items really helps out Mercury. And then he has... on top of that, like I said, Sprint. Sprint gives him 40% increased movement speed, which really gives him a boost out of his passive, Fastest God Alive. Made You Look is Mercury's 1. It's a ground target ability. Mercury moves in the blink of an eye, dealing 1 melee attack to every minion or every enemy within the target area. Each hit may trigger item effect basic attacks and can critical hit. So, Chain Size, that little chunk will hit you. Crits can hit you. He used to be really strong with Golden Bow, but then only because it was a glitch, Golden Bow bounced from target to target and was really useful, but then they nerfed it so it could only hit once, and it used to be hitting like a bunch of times because it would knock around from each player to, or each enemy to enemy. So that's why Golden Bow was really powerful with him, but it no longer is. So do not pick up Golden Bow with Mercury. To me, I do not think it is a good item. Anyway, as you can see, the damage scaling, but it also applies basic attack effects, and then as you upgrade it, the radius that it is cast in increases, so that's another thing to look at. Mercury's 2 is Maximum Velocity. Passive Mercury gains increased movement speed. Mercury increases attack speed for a short duration. His ground speed is only by 2, 4, 6, and 8, and then 10, because his ground speed, obviously you know this is giving him more movement speed, and that is giving him greater damage. So that's what I really likes to max this first in the jungle. And then as you can see, his attack speed just skyrockets all the way to a 70%, and the duration of the buff only increases as you upgrade it, so that's really convenient. And it's what I like to max first, but I see pros and a lot of people maxing Made You Look, so maybe you could alternate between these two, because the wider radius does help on this, along with the additional damage. So like if an enemy's in a tower, you can pitch that out and you'll have a huge radius instead of this small little tiny thing to hit, like a minion sized radius thing to hit an enemy god, hoping that it'll hit them and kill them. But so maxing these two in unison could be useful, but I really like to max that first. Don't ask me why. A lot of pros and stuff like to max this first, so it's really up to you, whatever you like. If you like to basic attack, if you like to pitch these out, totally fine with that too. Mercury's 3 is a line-based ability. It's called Special Delivery. Mercury dashes forward, knocking aside minions, grabbing the first god he encounters and spinning them. The enemy god takes damage until the effect ends. Mercury throws the god in the direction of his choice, so you can point and choose where you want Mercury to throw this god. As you can see, it's a very small damage per tick over time, and then minion damage, so hitting minions with this is actually decent wave clear, but definitely something you wouldn't max first because it's completely pointless to do so. Into Mercury's ultimate here is Sonic Boom. It's a line-based ability. Mercury gathers energy for a powerful dash with the range extending as he does. He travels the distance faster than the speed of sound, dealing damage to all enemies, stunning them, and spinning them around in random directions. As you can see, the damage scale is pretty strong. Again, for a physical character, it can't be insanely strong like a mage, or else you'd just blow up everybody and kill them right away, because you'd do that and then you'd crit them and then they die. But it scales up 100% of your physical power, and at max rank it does 500 damage. As you can see, the cost increases, and the cooldown is a universal 90 seconds. The disorient duration has actually been buffed from 1 second to 1.5 seconds, so that also could help you, I guess, if you're looking at it that way. But anyway, guys, that is all I have for Mercury, and I hope to see you guys in some gameplay. What is going on, guys? Ancient Jarl here. This time I am bringing you Mercury in the jungle, and I do believe we have a Hades solo, an Apollo Ymir duo lane, and a Scylla mid. They have a Bastet jungle, a Guan Yu solo, Kumbhakarna and Cupid, and Scylla mid, I would assume. 'Cause 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 So we will see how this turns out. Our Hades is just connecting here. Other than that, our Apollo and our... To me, Apollo bodies Cupid so well and can split push so well, so that's good for us, hopefully, but Bastet spreads everybody, so... And then she just cats and kills you. So, something to deal with Bastet. Hades still not connecting here, which is unfortunate. I hope he gets in, because if he doesn't, I'm going to be sad. I like when people connect to our games. It makes it fun. It makes it fun having a 5v5 instead of a 4v5. Looks like he probably won't connect, but we will see. And he does, indeed. Awesome. There we go. I gotta get into my items here. Build Hug 2 here, and into Death's Toll so I can clear faster, and then a health and a mana pot. Oh, a tip for Mercury is jumping like this. Notice how my passive bar is slowly climbing about that. This passive, you know, every foot traveled he gains 0.1 physical power. When you jump, it stops. See? It's going up, going up, going up, going up. See, I'll let you see prime time. There, stops. Stops. So if I continue to jump, it's not gaining any more of my passive. So stay grounded when you are Mercury, or you will start losing your passive, and it will suck. You will not do that extra really hard hit to initiate the camp and stuff like that. Starting off, I think... so I might get a ward, plant that, and come back to here. Hurry, or you're gonna miss XP. I'm gonna get maximum velocity here first. Didn't see them. Didn't have a ward there. And rip game, because Bastet stole my frickin' speed. I really needed that speed. I didn't know. Right as he said retreat, I hogged. So that was definitely my fault. This is probably going to be a GG though, because I have to mid Mercury and our Scylla DC'd, so... And I didn't get anything for Mercury here. This is looking like an F6 already, so I'm just going to back off. I'm just... rip game. Not happy with this. Honestly, if she hit me, I could have pulled her into tower and she would have died, but I can't back here, or else we're just gonna lose out on all this XP, but I'm dead anyway, so good thing I at least picked up Hog 2 so I can clear waves a little faster. Okay. Ow. Report Scylla. There's nothing I can do here. This is a GG already. I can't jungle. They have a Bastet who took my speed buff, so I didn't get anything from that either. I just need to max Meiji Look now and sit tower right here and just hope that I don't die. Ymir's gonna die. Well, no, he's not. I have to back every 2 seconds, though, so this is kind of a GG. I guess I'll just rock Sprint because, actually, you know what? Might as well make it worth a little while and rock Aegis and then go mana and health pots. Like, I can't do anything. Hades actually might not have too hard of a time over there in left against Iguan, but like without me jungling, Bastet has free reign, and you can't do much about having a free reign Bastet. She'll just get all the farm in the world. Apparently they don't follow up on calls, so GG. Bastet has the timer on my speed buff, so there's no point in even trying to go for that. It's just done. She can clear waves too fast, and I'm a Mercury, so it's like... I can't stand here and just take her damage, though. I'm trying to. Probably dead here. Surprisingly not. No, Hades is probably dead over there. Oh no. He's got it. So I'll just get a lot of pots here because I can't really sustain through any of Scylla's damage, and I have to go with stacking my 1, and I can't do anything, so this is just GG altogether. Here, Scylla did come back, but it's too late now. It's GG already. Hades is getting fed, but... she can't do anything. Like, as soon as she pokes her head out of tower. Nice job. Way to save it. We're actually we're down gold, but we're winning the game-ish, kind of.
Okay. Enemy spotted. Be careful. Be careful. Enemy missing. Enemy missing. Be right. Okay. Ultimate is ready. Enemy missing right. I'm returning left lane.
Ouchie. Nice job. We can still kill, though. Nice job. I guess I can't be so depressed and angry all the time because these guys are just tearing it up now. Like, good stuff coming up from our team here. I'm gonna get maximum velocity, start maxing that since I can. She's gotta be careful middle. I'll try and get to her. Okay, 9 million damage past that. Oh, she's dead though. Oh, she's dead. I got it back here, else I'm just gonna die, so. And then we'll go some wards and some mana potions, and then I guess I can kind of jungle now. I'm just not used to it, and I'm trying to camp mid because Scylla needs the XP.
Enemies incoming left. Enemies incoming left. Falling back. I'll defend left lane. Thanks.
Sorry I haven't talked in a while, guys. Just things aren't really going well. Like Apollo's huge, but Bastet and Scylla, their mid lane, are just. He's probably dead in. No, he's not. There's no way he's gonna die. He's Hades.
Enemies in the left lane. Retreat! Thanks. Rock.
So unfortunate there that we couldn't pick him up. Can increase maximum velocity here. I would a lot more normally go Heartseeker, but since this janky, weird, crazy game and Bastet's already ahead, I'm not going to even bother going Heartseeker because it'll just put me farther behind because I'll always be worried about stacking and stuff like that. So I'll be worried about stacking when it's not going to matter. So our Scylla's 8 and their Scylla's 13, so she's not doing that terrible, but it's nothing good. I would imagine they just did Gold Fury because Bastet's cats can tank that, so. Nope, they didn't do it. All right. Nothing I could do there. I just had to Aegis and hope that I didn't die. Next, I'm going to go into... Movement speed helps him. But I don't know what I'm going to do here. I usually go into Heartseeker, but like I said, I just can't. I can't. It's just pointless. Attack speed benefits him only a little bit. I guess I'll go crits. That's really all I can think of doing. This is not smart. I'm usually going Heartseeker and then into whatchamacallit, but I just can't right now, so. We did get that Scylla. We missed the Bastet though, which is unfortunate. I mean, she killed me, so. So hopefully we can catch up here, or hopefully we can do pretty good, but I think our Apollo getting fed is huge. So we can honestly probably all attack right line, and there we go. I can hold that damage. I'll attack her even. She's gonna kill him, but she didn't get the ult off. Go back here. If Bastet wants to get greedy, I can fight her. Good sick 'em. So I guess I'm going into Deathbringer here. It's probably not the smartest thing, but I am anyway. I might go into Jotun's next to get some added cool. Actually, I think I can already get. Can I get Rage? Yeah, I'll take Rage. I won't go into Deathbringer right away. Probably not the smartest thing to do. Again, guys, my build's janky because mid being missing for the beginning of the game really distracted me, and I just forgot how to play after mid being gone. So I apologize for the poor look at Mercury, but I mean crits aren't terrible with them, but it's definitely not what is conventional, so just heads up on that. Our Scylla's 13 and theirs is 15, so our Scylla is kind of caught up. Ah, curses. Careful, right. Headset is going out. I'm gonna see if I can't. Good game. We actually pulled it through there. Again, guys, really awkward build and kind of poor overall gameplay. I super apologize for. I mean, my stats don't show the poor gameplay, but that was like I just didn't know what to do, and I got confuzzled because of having to defend mid for a while. So again, I did get. Yep, GG. Well played. Hades to Strunk. So our Hades is what kept us in the game. Enter Apollo. 5-2 and 5, and he was just CC and Disruption, and then Apollo was 9-1 and 3 with Heartseeker, Draining Blade, Pen Boots, and Titan's Bane actually. But anyway, like I said, guys, that's just Hades saved us and Apollo saved us. So our Scylla DC'd, and I was saying surrender at 10, and I was being a baby, but I guess your team can definitely persevere. I was scared of Bastet, who was 7-3 and 1, but did not pull it off for her team. I just showed you the power of Mercury, though. Bastet was trying to run away, but while being CC'd, she can leap back. But she was trying to run away, but I locked her in CC the second before she could leap back, and then it filled up, so she cats, and I fisted her cats and her, so she got stunned, and then I ulted her to finish her off. So anyway, guys, that's kind of a general. I'll tell you what I build him when I'm actually in the jungle. It's Death's Toll into Heartseeker, Boots, and then Rage. So then he can hit crits with his 1 and stuff like that. Maybe even a Deathbringer if you're far enough ahead, or you just have the gold to do that. Deathbringer is okay next. I only chose Aegis here because I thought I was going to mid lane against Scylla, and her dunk does damage, or else I would have got like Sprint against Bastet to outrun her cats and then increase my power. So anyway, guys, that is all I have to show. I guess I can go to the damage and stuff. Only 7k damage coming out from me because I couldn't do anything but Hades and Apollo with 18 and 14,000. Obviously showing you what kept us in the game there. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and that is all I have on Mercury. Hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.